Since the dawn of time, humanity has built monuments to honor gods, rulers, and the mysteries of the universe. Most of them can be explained: temples, fortresses, and palaces shaped by stone and sweat. But scattered across our planet are structures that defy explanation, monuments so massive, so advanced, and so mysterious that they should not exist. And yet, they do. How were they built, and why? Did ancient civilizations possess knowledge we've lost? Or were they touched by something beyond this world? Tonight, we journey through 10 of the strangest and most impossible monuments ever created. This is Top 10 Ancient Monuments That Shouldn't Exist, But Do. 10. The Moai of Easter Island. Far out in the Pacific Ocean lies one of the world's most remote inhabited islands, Rapa Nui, better known as Easter Island. Scattered across its windswept landscape are nearly 900 massive statues, the Moai. Each figure, with its elongated head and solemn stare, stands as if frozen in time. Some weigh more than 80 tons, and yet these giants were somehow transported across rugged volcanic terrain for miles. Local legends whisper that the Moai walked with mana, a sacred spiritual energy. Could stone statues really walk? Modern experiments using ropes have shown the statues can be rocked side to side, almost as if they're shuffling forward. But is this really how the Rapa Nui moved their giants? Or are we missing something? And then there's the strangest mystery of all. Many Moai were discovered buried up to their shoulders. Excavations revealed full bodies, some etched with detailed carvings never meant to be seen. Why were they buried? Were they covered by time and soil, or deliberately hidden by the people who built them? The Moai stand as guardians of mystery, silent, powerful, and waiting for answers. 9. Stonehenge. On the green plains of southern England stands perhaps the most famous ancient monument in Europe, Stonehenge. This circle of massive stones has baffled humanity for centuries. Its giant sarsen stones were dragged from nearby quarries, but its smaller blue stones were carried from Wales, over 150 miles away. All of this done thousands of years before the wheel was even invented. And Stonehenge is more than just a circle of stones. Its alignment with the summer and winter solstices is so precise, it functions as an ancient calendar. Was Stonehenge a temple of the sun, a burial ground, a site of healing, or something more cosmic, a gateway between worlds? Whatever the truth, the stones remain, locked in eternal silence, marking the rhythm of the heavens. 8. The Longyou Caves. In 1992, farmers in China decided to drain a pond that had existed for as long as anyone could remember. What they found beneath shocked the world. Hidden under the surface were vast hand-carved caverns covering more than 30,000 square meters. Perfectly symmetrical, with ceilings towering overhead, the Longyou Caves were unlike anything else in China. The walls are covered in meticulous chisel marks, all cut in identical patterns, as if made by giant brushes. Yet, the caves are completely absent from historical records. Not a single ancient text mentions their construction. And perhaps the biggest mystery of all, where did the millions of cubic meters of rock go? No debris, no spoil heaps, no sign of excavation. It's as if the rock simply vanished. The Longyou Caves are one of history's greatest riddles, a forgotten world carved by unknown hands for reasons we may never understand. Yedinci, Göbekli Tepe. Deep in southeastern Turkey lies a site that rewrote history. Göbekli Tepe is over 12,000 years old, built long before agriculture, before the wheel, before written language. Here, giant stone pillars arranged in circles tower above the earth, many carved with animals, symbols, and abstract designs. By all logic, A society of hunter-gatherers should not have been able to build something of this scale, and yet they did. Göbekli Tepe suggests something incredible, that organized religion and monumental architecture existed thousands of years earlier than we ever believed. Even stranger, at some point in history, the people who built it deliberately buried the site under tons of soil. Was it to preserve it for the future, or to hide it from something or someone? Göbekli Tepe whispers of a lost chapter in human history, one where ancient people may have known far more than we give them credit for. 6. The Kailasa Temple. In the town of Ellora in India stands a temple that seems almost impossible. The Kailasa Temple, dedicated to Lord Shiva, is not built from stone. It was carved directly from the mountain itself. Unlike most temples built upward, Kailasa was excavated downward. Workers removed over 200,000 tons of solid rock, leaving behind a masterpiece of engineering. Every column, every sculpture, every wall is perfectly aligned. Its scale rivals modern cathedrals, yet it was built in the 8th century with no advanced machinery. Even with today's technology, carving a temple like this would take decades. So how did ancient builders achieve such precision, speed, and beauty? The Kailasa Temple remains one of the greatest enigmas of architecture, a monument that should not exist, but does. 5. The Great Zimbabwe Ruins. In southern Africa lie the ruins of a forgotten city, Great Zimbabwe. Built between the 11th and 15th centuries, it was once home to tens of thousands of people. Its massive stone walls, some soaring 36 feet high, were constructed without mortar. Yet they've stood for centuries. For a long time, colonial scholars refused to believe that Africans could have built such a city. They attributed it to outsiders, the Phoenicians, the Arabs, anyone but the people of Zimbabwe. But the truth is undeniable. This was the achievement of an advanced African civilization. Great Zimbabwe is more than ruins. It is proof of innovation, pride, and power, an African monument that demands the world's respect. Quarta, Puma Punku. High in the Bolivian Andes lies Puma Punku, a site so strange that it seems to defy possibility. Scattered across its plateau are massive blocks of stone, some over 100 tons, carved with astonishing precision. Perfectly cut H-shapes interlock like giant puzzle pieces. Surfaces are polished flat, edges razor-sharp, and holes drilled as if by modern machines. Yet according to mainstream archaeology, this was all achieved with primitive stone tools. Even stranger, the blocks had to be transported from miles away, across treacherous terrain. Alignments with the sun suggest advanced astronomical knowledge. Puma Punku remains a puzzle carved in stone, evidence perhaps of a technology we've long forgotten. 3. The Great Sphinx of Giza. Guarding the pyramids of Giza is the Great Sphinx, its lion's body and human face watching the desert for millennia. Traditionally dated to 4,500 years ago, the Sphinx is thought to have been built by Pharaoh Khafre. But deep weathering patterns tell a different story. Some geologists argue that the erosion was caused not by wind and sand, but by heavy rainfall. Rainfall that Egypt hasn't seen for over 9,000 years. If that's true, the Sphinx predates Egyptian civilization itself. Its face may have been recarved, hiding its original identity. So who built the Sphinx? Was it really the Egyptians or a lost civilization that came long before them? 2nd Nan Madol. Off the coast of Micronesia lies Nan Madol, a city built on the sea. Over 100 artificial islands connected by canals, it is often called the Venice of the Pacific. Its basalt columns, stacked like massive Lego blocks, weigh up to 50 tons each. Without pulleys, cranes, or wheels, How were they quarried and moved? There are no written records, no clear answers. Local legends say it was built by giants or through magic. But whatever the truth, Nan Madol stands as a haunting reminder of a civilization lost to time, its purpose forgotten, its builders unknown. 1. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Finally, we arrive at the most famous and perhaps the most impossible monument of all, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Built from 2.3 million stone blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons, the pyramid is aligned perfectly with the cardinal directions, within fractions of a degree. Its internal shafts point directly to Orion's belt and other stars, suggesting a cosmic connection. Yet no ancient blueprint or inscription explains how it was built. Mainstream historians say it was constructed in just 20 years using copper tools and manpower. But many engineers argue that even with modern cranes and technology, such a feat would be nearly impossible. The Great Pyramid is more than stone. It is a riddle, a symbol, a challenge left for future generations. Was it the work of brilliant human engineering? Or evidence of something greater, something we still cannot comprehend? These monuments are not just relics of the past. They are mysteries carved into the earth itself. From Easter Island's walking giants to Egypt's eternal pyramids, each one whispers of forgotten knowledge, of civilizations that may have known more than we think, and of secrets waiting in the shadows of time.